Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, the internet is so irritating here. Here we go, finally. Okay, it's up. Good, 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 good. Alright, pull up. Go to the control room. Gather up all of the crew. It's time to ship out Binks' brew. Sea wind blows to where, who knows, the waves will be our guide. Or across the ocean tide, rays of sunshine far and wide. And birds they sing of cheerful things in circles passing by. Say goodbye to Weaver Town. Say so long to port's renown. Come on, dang it, come up. Here we go, finally. If this thing were any slower. Alright, good. Fix that up. Almost done, guys. Then we can get started. Excellent. There we go. Okay, so finally up and running. Good. Took me a little while to get things slow. Oh boy. Okay, so got a... Oh wow. Jonathan Moose. Hi. Bloodthirsty. Hi, man. Okay. Joe Boomstick. Nice. Another Jonathan Moose. Maul. Your boy Novak. Karth Rukon. Yes, I'm doing all right. Bloodthirsty again. Yes, I was singing because I was bored and trying to get things going, but you know how it is. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So today I don't have a huge thing planned. This isn't where I'm going to talk a whole lot about. Like, I don't have a specific theme, but last week was crazy, and this week is going to be very busy, too. I've been called in for an emergency shift tomorrow morning. Yeah, tomorrow was supposed to be my day off, but they called me in because they really needed me to do something for them tomorrow morning. It shouldn't take too long. I'll probably just be there till maybe noon, maybe 12:30, and then I'll be off again, so that's good. And I don't have any, I don't have another closing shift until Sunday, so I'm looking real good. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I've already got a question. Would dragonkin, people who transform into dragons by will, make a difference in your dragon video? They would, but I'm not talking about dragonkin or people who can turn into animals and stuff like that just yet. I mean, we can talk about that, but that wasn't what I was going into in that video. So there is that. All right, let's go in. Oh, I forgot to check my orders. What are my orders? I think I gotta play as an assassin some more. So let's go in as an assassin. Who's an assassin that needs some work? Needs some work. Berserker, you definitely need work. Gladiator, you need it too. Shaman, well, you are my weakest assassins. Let's go Shaman. I'm feeling Shaman today. Let's go Shaman. Let's go with Nibbles. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Oh yeah, I should also say, gotta say, if y'all haven't noticed, it may be a little hard to see on my screen, but I'm using the new Ordo Corax emblem. Thank you, Pig on the Wing. Do I think of dragon as an animal or like a smart person? In the video I did, I would just consider them like an animal, like a beast. And how's my day going? It was long, just a very busy morning. I'm having to work a lot of shifts. But hey, like you said, more money, extra pay, that kind of thing. Okay, let's go. Oh, and he's gone. He's gone. Let's go, Nibbles. To battle. So one thing that I think is kind of interesting about doing these fantastical history videos, and I am planning the next one. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do next, but I'm already like getting notes down for what kind of creatures I want to talk about and what kind of stuff. Like I want to do a video about like what if magic existed. Like how would that work? I know that that's nothing too original, but I mean you've got stuff like Harry Potter and other urban fantasy stuff. That's the thing about urban fantasy, though. Oh, yeah, and got him. Oh, stinking pikeman. That's the thing about urban fantasy, though. I don't mind urban fantasy. It's fine, but it can be messed up so many different ways. I need to go heal. Let me go heal. Why do I play against AI? I'll tell you why. Because my Wi-Fi is so terrible that if I were to try to play against actual people, I would be kicked from the match each and every time. That's why. I've tried. I've genuinely tried playing against other people. It usually does not last. But I'll tell you what. Just for fun. Just for fun, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna go ahead and go. We're gonna go to an actual PvP mode, and we are going to try this out. All right. We'll go back in as Nibbles. Can y'all still hear me? We're just going to see if this works. Okay, good. I just wanted to turn off my voice audio because I didn't want to bother anyone else on my team. That would be so annoying. That would be just like, what's this guy doing talking the whole time? Novak, what's this about you going to the hospital? I think I was out of that loop. And yes, I'll do a fantastical history on vampires. I do have thoughts on vampires, as you know. One of my, somebody in the Discord, I think it was Itachi, was saying that they wanted to do a kind of Dungeons and Dragons thing with our For Honor story. The For Honor and Glory story. And I don't know how that would work. I'm scared to do something like that. How would I describe my Wi-Fi? It's very inconsistent, so I would go with gas station level. Because sometimes it works fine, other times it kicks me for no reason, and I'm not even live streaming at that point. What if the Hydra exercise? What if the Hydra exists? What if the Hydra exercised? That'd be one ripped Hydra. No, if the Hydra existed, well, that would beg a lot of questions about what other Greek mythological monsters existed. A random overdose just kind of happened. Oh. Well, I'm sorry that happened. Actually, we had a situation at work not long ago. We had a young lady who actually had a seizure at work when I came in. We had to call an ambulance and everything for her. It was awful. All right, let's see if we can last. We'll play the game mode as long as it allows me to, but once it kicks me, I'm going back to fighting the AI so that way y'all don't just stare at me getting knocked out of matches over and over again. Whoa, Lawbringer. Don't swing at me. But just know, because I'm actually playing against actual people, I'm probably not going to see as much of the chat.
You captured Zone C.
Ah, shoot. Ah! Oh well, that happens. Oh, really, man? Really? You came in and rushed and stole the victory, and now you feel like you can emote spam over me? I hate when people do that. Like, they come in and they steal a kill, they steal it, and then they act like they somehow won some victory over you. And what's worse is you're playing Kensei, the most toxic character in For Honor outside of Warmonger, who is just literally toxic with her corruption. Oh, no, you don't. Oh my gosh, we're really doing this. We're really doing this. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't resist it.
You lost Zone A. You lost Zone C. You captured Zone
Wonderful.
A.
Yeah, if you're wondering Kensei, the kind of Kenseis I usually fight against, they are very dodge heavy happy. They love to dodge heavy, and then doing a light right after it. It is the epitome of annoying. Oh, Yorm with the revenge out of left field. I love it. And he's in the fetal position. We have won a great victory today.
You captured Zone C.
Oh, he got me. He got me. Yeah, that. Oh, man. Come on, Dr. Judo, do it. You know you want to. Do it. Oh, he just does a thanks. Okay.
You lost Zone C.
Yep, that's what they always do, little man. Dodge heavy into top light.
You lost Zone
I'm willing to bet you that this Kensei, when he kills me again, because he will, they always do. When this Kensei kills me again, he will do it with a dodge heavy. Willing to bet.
You captured Zone A.
Come on, man, talk to me. Talk to me. It's okay. It's okay. Go into the light. Go into the light. He went into the light. Oh, you dodged that perfectly. I love that. Num 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 num. Nibbles, do your thing. All right, let's take care of Eddie Q. Come on, come on, come on.
Zone C.
And done. All right, where's that Hitakiri who tried to attack me from behind? Run like a... There we go. See, this guys, is why I play the AI. Because this happens. See now? Nobody ever, again, ask me, why don't you ever play real players? This is the reason. This is the reason, right there. Y'all now see the reason. It's not because I'm bad, although that's part of it. It's not because I'm bad. It's because of that. And have I ever played a Mountain Blade game? No, my brother has, and I probably will not play it on the channel. Probably not, if I ever get hold of it. See, I told y'all. I told y'all. What about smaller modes like Brawls and Duels? They're not as entertaining, and they require way too much attention, and I can't comment on them as often. That's the only reason I don't do that. I can't, because this is my parents' house. This is my parents' house. I'm living here until I get a new apartment situation set up. Because my old apartment got bed bugs. Tons of them. And the apartment didn't do anything about it, so rather than just clean it, we moved out. Anyway. But yeah, that's why I don't like doing that. I'll try one more time for you guys, but that's the reason I don't do that very often. Sometime I'm just going to do a video where I say, fighting the for good Wi-Fi. We'll just try it over and over again. What do I think of Apollyon's design? It's really edgy and cool looking. The helmet makes me laugh. Yeah, everyone's making jokes about my internet right now, and for the right reasons. Like you have every right to make jokes about my internet. Please do. Imagine me trying to play PvP on Breach, like the longest game mode. Can you imagine how irritating that would be? Like on the 3rd phase, we're up against the commander. Yes, kicked. Damn it. What if animals only gain the ability to speak in intelligence like Narnia? Well, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but that'd be cool. All right, Nibbles, you're getting another chance. Let's go, Nibbles. She is awesome. Same here, Raven, about the internet, about the helmet. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I mentioned, I don't know why this happened, but the links that I put in my last update video, where I was talking about the links to my merchandise stuff, sorry about that. The links apparently didn't work, so I'm going to put new links in the Discord and in the description. You want me to play Assassin's Creed Origins? My brother has that game. I didn't play it. It's not because I didn't like the concept. It's just Assassin's Creed was just going downhill for me after how bad Syndicate was. I hated Syndicate. Syndicate is still the most hated Assassin's Creed game for me. Like, here's the thing. Valhalla was boring. Syndicate was terrible. And I can't wait to do my video on that. Been getting way more death threats for playing Kensei. There are good ways to play Kensei. It's not that every Kensei player is just toxic. But what happens is so many people do the same thing with Kensei. There are two kinds of Kensei people that I fight. There are the Kensei warriors who all they do is side heavy and then top light attack. They just spam that over and over again. And you think, oh, well, you'll figure them out. No, then they try to feint you out, which is crazy. But the other kind of Kensei that I fight are the kind who will do that combo until they get the unblockable all attack feat, and then they'll just light spam you while doing nothing but unblockables. Why are we all running to the same place? This is not going to help us win. We need to go to other locations. I'm going this way.
You captured Zone A.
Good Dominion strategy is don't all bum rush the same. Oh God. I would. Ah, dang it. Well, I was being ganked from two directions by a Kensei and a Warmonger, so I was kind of doomed. Oh, you like Syndicate because gun? Well, I hated Syndicate because the combat mechanics were bullcrap. The characters were absolutely hateable. The story was meh. No, you don't even understand. You know, a lot of people complain, oh, the combat mechanics in Assassin's Creed 2 and Revelations and Brotherhood were just way too easy. They should have made it more hard. Okay, how about this? Let's have it where when you get into a fist match with somebody, it takes 100 or so hits to actually kill them. And that's just with the normal warriors. Now here's a good fight. Oh, why'd you do that? Let me finish this fight honorably. Dang it! You would do that, Warmonger. You would do that. Can't stand it when I'm actually having an honorable showdown. So you run in and kill me. That's just great. No. Here's the thing. You're trying to defend it with the DLC now. Do you realize what you're doing? You're trying to say, oh, well, hold on, this DLC was good. Yeah, but I'm talking about the game. I ain't talking about no DLC. I'm talking about the game. If the game cannot survive on its own merits, then there's a problem there. Jack the Ripper DLC may have been really cool. Doesn't change the fact that the initial game was terrible. Oh, you again? I thought we settled this up. Valkyrie, why? We had like an honorable thing going. Oh, come on! Do I even... No, I don't even have a kill. Dang it. I'm not happy with this. Vikings equal wins. In what context? Vikings don't win everything. In fact, I'd argue that in this faction war, they'd probably be the first to lose. All things being equal, of course. Classic Valkyrie maneuver. When you can't win with a heavy, hit him with lights. What the? And kicked! Done. We're going back to fighting AI. Not because I'm doing bad, but because, again, kicked. DLC now. Ugh. See, this is one thing that and I'm not just mad at you guys about this. It's genuinely. I've gotten messages from people saying that you're terrible. Like, dude, like, why do you comment on this game? Why do you actually think you have good ideas about this game? You're terrible at this game. You always fight against AI. You don't actually know any good combos. One person literally put in my comments that, this person doesn't know how to play Warden right because all he does is he doesn't do any of the Warden punishes. But then he goes, oh, I get it, you're playing against AI, that's why you're bad. And I'm like, no. I play against AI in my videos because the Wi-Fi can't handle me playing against other players while I'm live streaming. I can legitimately play against other players when I'm not live streaming because the Wi-Fi isn't being eaten up. But otherwise, no. I have to. It is the most annoying thing. Okay, let's try one more time on Shaman. Sorry, Nibbles, I know that you've been very much mistreated today. And yes, I've seen the CGI Beowulf. Can you say terrible? I can say terrible. That movie was terrible. Ha! I said it 3 times. No, I actually, here's the thing. I don't think I'm bad at the game. I really don't think I'm that bad. I think I'm average. I think I'm pretty average at this game. The problem is, what happens is, people will assume, oh, you play AI, you must be bad. No. I play AI live streaming because if I tried to do anything else, it would just... In fact, that first match, I'm amazed it kept me in that long. And that's why when people say, hey, can we play together? Can I play with you on the live stream? I'd love for my fans to come in and play with me on the live stream. It wouldn't last. We'd get in and then it'd kick me immediately. Oh, why was Valhalla boring? Oh, please, watch my last video on Valhalla. It explains everything. I like the story of Beowulf. I like the book Beowulf. I like the original story. I didn't like the movie because it had nothing to do with the book. The movie had nothing to do with the book. It was just... It actually was a disservice to Beowulf and how cool he was, if I'm being honest. Oh my gosh! I went out of the frying pan and into the Aramusha. Nom 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 nom. When in doubt, bite it. How did you... No! Thank you, Tanhu. You're the best. Anyone leaving their factions for Vikings are cowards. Yeah, my brother literally told me, because when I started the game, I was a samurai. I started the game as a samurai faction, but I got tired of that and decided to switch to the knights. But I jokingly said to my brother, hey man, I should join the Vikings because they seem to win everything. And he said, don't. Don't abandon who you are just for the sake of material worth. Honor is far more valuable than material gain. And so I went to the Knights, like, immediately. And I've been with the Knights ever since. I know some people don't really care. For me, it's a matter of pride. Why do we have 3 Aramusha and they all look the damn same? I made a tree man. They should have called this execution Chia Pet. Here's the thing, I try playing Aramusha. I'm really not good at him, like, genuinely. I don't know what it is, but I play against people who do Aramusha really, really, really well. I never do well as Aramusha, and I don't know if it's because he was updated badly, or if it's because I just don't get his playstyle. I'm just not good at Aramusha. Nibbles is having fun today. You okay, man? You gonna be okay? Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Talk to me. You're okay. Alright, moving on. You're asking where's the ninja? Well, obviously, nowhere. Stop it, Aramusha! Ah. Have you seen any new fantasy races, Raven? I see fantasy races all the time that amaze me. I've created some fantasy races for my stories. For my story Tempest Blade, I created the race known as Lothari. And I created one called the Servid, which are basically deer people. He died mid-swing. His whole life is a lie. What are your favorite? What's my favorite fantasy race? It's such a hard question. I like centaurs, but I don't think they count. Oh God. I would be out of stamina the moment I actually guard break him. What? Where'd you come from, Pryor?
Gate destroyed. To the inner gate.
Dang it. No. No. Ah. Let's see. Demon-human hybrids. I don't know if I count demons as a fantasy race either, especially since they're very theologically based. Spider people for dry water. Oh, Drider. Okay. I made a race sort of like a subspecies of humans, except they were born in hell, so they're quickly. That sounds like demon people. I make up my own intergalactic races and factions like my name, the Universal Union. I like that. That's a cool idea. Actually, I have a sci-fi story that I've been writing with Hannah, the girl who draws all that art, especially the art of me that you've seen. And it's called Upon the Stars, which is basically a sci-fi story about this space captain, part of the intergalactic exploratory fleet, and he is trying to, and he ends up becoming a pirate because he's framed for a crime, and he is trying to clear his name because it was his best friend and ally for many years who framed him. And after the framing, his friend becomes a admiral in the intergalactic exploratory fleet, and so he has an even harder time trying to do it. And I just got invited to a For Honor match, and I'm not gonna do that because y'all saw what happened last time. Sorry, DJ Beast. Nom 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 nom. Hey, it's on who? You jerk. Alright, let's see if I can't do some damage. Hello. No. You know, I had an actual debate with someone about whether or not Aramusha or Shaman was superior. Like, they both came out in the same season, but people were talking about which one was better, like Shaman or Aramusha, which was a better one to play as. I've got to go with Shaman just because, even though Aramusha has that, you no good piece of crap. But anyway, I gotta go with Shaman just because I feel like Shaman's ability to capitalize on a bleed damage. How'd you do that? I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Anyway. Is Nabushi's metal armor good for battle? Better than her non-metal armor. Have I ever played Monster Hunter? Yeah, I played Monster Hunter World. Fun game. Very fun game. That sound like an awesome story, like a detective space story. Oh yeah, it kind of is. It's more of an adventure story because the pirate. Oh, get this. Her name is Captain Hook. Get it? And her partner who betrayed her was named Peter Panalius. Get it? Peter Pan. Ha! It's awesome. Moving on. I have this idea of a proto-dragon. Can't really describe it here due to the character limit. Want me to post it on Discord? Feel free. So many things have been added to Discord now. I don't even know what it is, but I don't mind. Speartons and Juggernauts are offshoots of a predecessor race. Sure. Aramusha is better because they all look unique. I guess there's some truth to that. After all, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for cosmetics, then yeah, Armouche is okay. Shaman, there are only like 2 shaman looks that look somewhat attractive. The rest all look ugly as sin. I'm gonna make me a chia pet. Eat this. Now I'm hungry. What the heck? Ah! You hat-wearing mother... Nah. Can you play it in a live stream? Sure, we can do a Monster Hunter World live stream. Which Viking should be given more lore? Shaman. Oh, you think I'm joking? I'm not. How much do we even know about Shaman outside of she's crazy? What's your favorite weapon in Monster Hunter? I love the gun lance. You can take a bunch of hits and then fire it back right in your face. It's like the best idea ever. I want that in modern times. I want to have a giant shield that can block bullets, and then I want a giant lance which can fire off mortar rounds into the face of the enemy. That's the most awesome thing ever. Dang it! I got the thing that couldn't finish. Ah. Of course, imps and exploders are the same. Talking about stick wars. Pick on me. Nibble is hungry. Time to have Chinese for lunch. I want to know more lore about the Highlanders. Here's the thing: the Highlanders, I feel like, got a decent amount of lore, but the Shaman we don't know anything about. Like, here's the thing: the trailer tells us a little bit about the Highlanders. They're they live separately from the Vikings, and they have oaths that keep them tied to the Vikings, and their oaths have got to be fulfilled because their end of the bargain has been held up. The Vikings protected their lands, now they need to fulfill their end and help them fight. And they've grown stronger as a result of living in harsh conditions. They've grown stronger as living in a harsh condition. But what about the Shaman? Why is the Shaman crazy? What led them to living on their own? What led them to acting like savage creatures? Why? The trailer gives us nothing. It just gives us, do you hear them now? Basically talking about how she communes with spirits. Okay, why? What does she do? What's her purpose for communing with spirits? Are they really spirits, or is it schizophrenia? What is it? What is she? Why is she doing these things? We don't know. There is nothing about her we can nail down other than the fact that she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Thank you for killing him for me. I really appreciate that. That was awfully nice of you. I know that you're very busy with work and making videos and finding out apartments, but I want to ask if you ever play on doing live streams longer than just an hour. Wouldn't mind more. Do I ever plan on doing live streams longer than just an hour? Sure. What I may do someday when I have a day off, I may do a 2 to 3 hour live stream. But to do that, I need like a game that I know I can do for that long that y'all won't get bored of. So send some of those ideas my way. What rank are you, low, high, or what rank am I, low or high? What do you mean? Two smoke bombs. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Yes! Oh, time to make me a chia pet. Attack on Titan Season 4 just 2 weeks away. I don't watch Attack on Titan, so I got nothing to say about that. Heal. You jerk! He sacrificed his life just to kill me. Just curious, have you ever thought about doing a video on Excalibur? I might. But then again, Shadversity and Skullgrim already kind of did, so I don't know. Do you think the story mode of the Truce of Wyverndale, the appearance of the Horcrux Rise of the Warmongers Rebellion, and the next year's storyline to end this year for Honor would have been awesome? Yes, I do think that would have been awesome, but that's assuming Ubisoft actually took the time and thought about what they were planning on doing and actually put a lot of effort and detail into it, and oh my god. I want his blood! I said I want his blood! Damn it, Aramush, I wanted to bite him! Let Nibbles feed! Monster on a low, higher mouse. I think I'm a high rank. I don't know if I'm a master. It's been a while since I played that game. I'd probably suck at it if I played it again right now. I know I beat the game, that's for sure. Come on. No! Aha! Dang it. Okay. Seen the 40k Black Prowler? I love that art. I'd love to see you play Ghost of Tsushima again. I do need to get back on that. Okay, ToastyRep, I explained it earlier, but I'll explain it again since you asked. I only play against bots because each time I try to play against other players, the Wi-Fi can't handle my live stream and playing against other people. My Wi-Fi here is terrible. And to prove my point, I played 2 PvP games earlier to prove it. That's why. The Wi-Fi here is absolutely deplorable. You're guessing I didn't mind. Oh, I bought the Iceborne DLC. I just haven't really played a lot out of it. Which flesh would taste the best out of the For Honor heroes? Shugoki. His is made of the most nutritious meat. The problem is you'll get diabetes just on first bite. Where's my teammate? Eat it. Alright, time to nom. That would happen. Alright, let's see. Hey, did you know that the samurai can't have metal armor because of resources? Sure. Okay. I can buy that depending on where they live and the allocation of those resources. From a historical perspective, though, they could have. From a For Honor lore perspective, no, they wouldn't. So I can see that from a lore perspective. Alright, come on, guys. We only got 9 bodies left. Let's finish this. I timed that poorly. Come on, give me your revenge. That's what I was waiting for. Alright, let's do some damage. The problem with Shaman is she's not a very good heavy hitter. She's more of just the person who's gonna set up for the death, or pair up with a Nobushi so that the Nobushi can get the bleeds and then Shaman can step in. Alright, what do you think of Samurai Jack? Oh, I like Samurai Jack. They had a good year. Oh yeah, that's right. They had all these metal crates that had washed up all year because they'd had a good year. I remember that now. God, that was stupid. Come on, give me revenge already. That's what I was waiting for. Even with the revenge, I couldn't last. That was terrible. Yeah, they retcon the lore in the fucking story. I knew they would. And here's the best part about it. You'd think that with the Troops of Wyverndale, once they start working together and allocating resources to each other, you'd think the Samurai would start getting a bunch of metal. You'd think they'd go, hey, Knights, you got a good thing going with this plate armor thing. Mind sharing some of that? Doesn't matter if it already ended. You'd think that some of them would have held on to it. If your friend got an amputation, would you eat the limb if he or she offered it to you? I'm not answering that because the answer's obvious. No, I'm not doing that. First of all, I wouldn't eat their arm. First of all, I wouldn't want to eat an amputated limb. It's gonna rot real quick. It's gotta be on the body still. Come on, I have standards. Dang it.
Come on, your team is breaking.
Yeah, the game writers. Not a fan. Not a fan. The problem is this game and its lore have so much potential, but it's clear that they aren't thinking it through. They're thinking about what would be cool rather than what makes sense. If I'm going to lose, I'm taking at least some of you boys with me. No. Aha! Got him! Yes! Yes! Yeah! Nibbles, you mad bitch! Way to go! Way to go! Yes, Nibbles. You will always be my favorite maniac. Okay, Raven, I have low standards. I'm proud of you. There's a reason if I... No, there is a reason if it got amputated. I'd love to hear your thoughts of the armor of Monster Hunter. Let me look into that sometime and I'll do that. What if Ubi hired you as a historian for the game? What would you do? What would I do if I could be a historian for the game? I'd rewrite a lot of shit. I mean, like, I would try my best to tie in stuff that they've already talked about, but, I mean, it's not something that I'd... It's something that I would want to do. I don't know what I would change offhand. There are ideas. Oh, hold on. So anyway, why do Vikings not raid for chainmail? Why do Vikings not raid for chainmail? What do you mean? Oh, you mean why do they not try to steal for chainmail? I don't know. You were fighting the armor. Yeah, you know I was. Nibbles for the win. Yes. Oh, Toasty, why not talk? Because here's the thing, man. I'd gladly talk, but you know I'm playing on PS4, right? So, I mean, I'll gladly talk, but I'm in the middle of a live stream. So, all right, well, sure. Call me back. I'll answer. I'm only going to be doing this for about another maybe 10. Maybe 30 minutes. Alright, 1 second, guys. Hello? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I gotta get my microphone into my Discord. There we go. Alright, get my microphone set up here. There we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Or is it not working still? Can you hear me? Hold on. Let me call you back. Hello? Can you hear me? I can't hear you, bro. I'm turning up my volume all the way. I can't hear nothing. Let's see. Is there a reason? Don't know why I can't hear nothing. That's weird. No, I can't hear you, bro. I don't know what's up. I mean, I hope you can hear me. I cannot hear you. Okay, good. You can hear me. I need to get me some new speakers or something. Try calling me one more time. See what happens. Sorry, guys. Bit of technical difficulties on our end. All right, let's try this again. Hello. Any sound whatsoever? No, no. Still can't hear anything. Here, let me pull out real quick. See if I can't fix this issue. Oh, well, that's the problem. It says that I'm having a lot of trouble with internet connectivity. It's saying that the connection's really bad. Yeah, like I said, my connection here is terrible. Let me try fixing up my voice setting. Try this one. Okay, let's see. My microphone's working. That's good. Okay. Anything? Yeah, I got you. I hear you now. I hear you now.
Finally, bro.
Finally, nice. Finally got you.
Oh, no, the views are starting kicking when fucking ToastyRep100 is doing a collab with Raven fucking Knight.
Dude, what is up, man?
Bro, long time no just. I don't know.
It's crazy. It's been a while, man.
Man, how old are you now?
And you caught me at a good time because this is probably going to be my last match of the night because I got an early shift tomorrow, so I need to go to bed early.
Yeah, man. Nice to hear you.
Good to hear you too. Everyone in the chat, say hi to Toasty. Say hi to Toasty, guys, because this is awesome.
Toasty, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you made a good point. Like you were talking about the samurai couldn't have metal armor because they lacked the resources, but then show in the story mode that they had metal, at least tablets, you know.
They had a good year.
Yeah, they had a good year in showing off this metal stuff.
Yeah, probably multiple years of fucking collecting metal and then fucking crying that you don't have metal.
that
Mortem, bro.
That annoys me so much that they would start off with wood armor but they clearly have metal of some degree. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so dumb. You know what's funny? In the story campaign, I can remember there are some observables that say the land is cruel, but we occupy it now because we can't finally we fucking adjusted to it, so it's our home now.
Yeah.
Except the fact that they don't have resources and that they need to improvise, even maybe to fucking backstab, even if it's fucking disobeying someone, because survival. This is the thing with the samurai in the lore. They don't fucking care about honor at the end. If it's, you know, the samurai, there are so many samurais, and one samurai is equal to 10 fucking knights, and that's why they actually don't fucking care about honor and shit. They just want to survive, because they know they are the only ones that survived from Japan.
Yeah, because the question is, like, is honor more important than survival? And to these samurai, clearly, survival is more important.
Even in the lore, even some observables say, we don't care when it's at the end. Like, implying that this is the end, you know?
No, you're right, you're right.
It's weird. And then, it's a fucking fact of, oh, but because of the Truce of Wywendale, they have no armor, and they have, fucking resources now, metal. Bro, fuck off. First of all, the samurai, the Horkers fucked up everything, so bye-bye resources. Second of all, not everyone agreed on the Truce of Wywendale. Third of all, You would give your enemies fucking metal? This is something really new to me. I mean, did their fucking, I don't know, Crusaders give the Muslims fucking metal armor? No, right?
I mean, well, that's an interesting question because before the Crusades happened, there was trade in the Middle East. And there was trade in the Middle East in between Crusades, but no, there was never a moment where they actually, during the Crusades, said, "Here, have some of our weapons and arms to fight with."
Yeah, sorry, I'm not so good at. I'm not a historian. Honestly, they should fucking hire you.
I wish they would, because I would do my best to try to add actual history to this. It'd make it more interesting, in my opinion.
If they would hire me, you know what I fucking would do? I would first of all add fucking dwarves.
Yes.
Full fucking fantasy.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I mean, if you go the fucking route of, the fucking Jormungandr's canon now, you need to execute it to the end, because you fucking said it now.
You are exactly right. No, you have no idea. Dude, I've been thinking about this for a while. If this game is going to go full fantasy, go full fantasy. Get some dwarves, elves, centaurs, minotaurs. Get some of that crap in there.
I mean, not fucking elves, because they are cowards.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just talking about, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
No, elves, fuck off. Dwarves, I'm on board.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. Like, just if you're gonna go fantasy, just get. Yeah, I know. It's cool. I hate elves. I've always hated elves. Like, I've always hated elves. But I just mean, like, in general, when you think fantasy races, elves are the first things that come to mind. Elves to me are just prissy boys who are too perfect for anything. I'm like, no, I hate.
You have dwarves with fucking muscles, raging boners, and fucking. What do you want? I mean, this is fucking basically Berserker, right?
Right.
That's screaming for their god. Here, I mean, Arcus, fuck off.
Oh my god, that'd be so cool. Like, my brother plays Warhammer Fantasy, and he was telling me about the dwarves in Warhammer Fantasy and how they will make grudges for life against anyone. And like, they have this book of people who've wronged them, and if your name is in this book, it doesn't matter how many years have passed, you will still be their enemy. But imagine that in For Honor, though. Isn't that exactly what For Honor is? All these guys barely remember what they're fighting for anymore, but it's you're not like me, you're dead! So, oh my god.
Who are you?
That's exactly what For Honor is.
What food? Fuck off.
Why do you hate me? I don't even remember, but clearly I do.
What I fucking would okay, this is the thing with For Honor. They even said they took the warrior fantasy above. They literally said the same words. So, okay, I would love to have dwarves, but I think this will fucking ruin some, I don't know, fun. I mean, for me not, but I think this is too much to ask for. But when we're talking about the warrior fantasy, For Honor, in my opinion, the only ones, and Warhammer, to be honest, if we talk about the few warrior fantasy, no?
Yes.
In Warhammer, you can literally ascend to godhood if you were a great person, like achieve literally everything what you could do as a king. Like, you're peasant to fucking king to godhood.
Yeah, no.
This is literally the coolest shit, and probably even old folk tales that we talk about today. But For Honor, they just, they have this spirit, like fighting spirit, like never giving up and stuff like that. And this is basically different warrior fantasy.
No, I agree with that. I think that Warhammer Fantasy got it really well down to the whole fantasy element. I mean, not since Lord of the Rings have I seen fantasy done this well.
In a healthy way, For Honor is nailing it pretty well, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think that For Honor, again, it's a game with a lot of potential, and I think if they explored the fantasy potential of it, we'd see some really cool stuff. I don't think everyone would love it like we would, but I see great potential for it. I just don't think they'll ever pursue it. It's kind of like in my video where I talked about what different factions could be added. I talked about factions that would be cool, but I just don't see Ubisoft ever doing them because of either public backlash or because they're too cowardly to actually do it.
Backlash, bro.
Look, that's what it's always about, you know? It's always about, oh no, like, I talked about wouldn't it be cool if we had an African faction? And I think that would be cool, but there's so many problems that could come from that, like, and a Middle Eastern faction, the same thing. Think about this, my brother made this point when we were talking about Middle Eastern faction, you know? Like, I think the Middle Eastern faction would be cool, but think about what would happen as a result. You have a Middle Eastern faction, lots of knight characters get involved, then knight characters take pictures of themselves playing as knights, killing Middle Eastern characters and putting Deus Vult over it. Yeah, people see that, lose their mind, they say that the game is Islamophobic, they hate Muslims, people get upset, news headlines say that For Honor's the new racist or Islamophobic game, and then all of a sudden we have problems. And I'm like, see, to me, I wouldn't care.
By the way, remember the fucking Prince of Persia event?
Yeah, yeah.
Where they had the fucking some weapons with Israeli symbols?
Yes.
They removed them.
Yes, I know. But that's exactly my point. That's exactly why I don't think it would ever happen. Because it's like you're cowards. That's what it comes down to. You are so afraid of offending someone that you're not worrying about the majority. Most of us, I'm pretty sure I'm speaking for most of my chat here. Most of us wouldn't care. We'd be like, that's cool. That's fine. And if you don't like it, make them fight back. But look, I have to put up with y'all saying that there are no Christian knights. Y'all can put up. Y'all can put.
They are. In the North, I even proved it.
Yeah, you did. I loved your video on that, man. That was a good video. I was so happy to see that.
Right or wrong? Cathedrals. Right or wrong?
Yeah, cathedral. Someone actually tried to tell me in the comment section that to my video that just because there's a cathedral map doesn't prove that they're Christian, because you could have temples dedicated to Greek gods, and I had to point out exactly what you said. No, there's a difference between just a temple and a cathedral. A cathedral is specifically
Raven Knight was
Christian.
the one that explained and gave me all the information, so shout out to him.
Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. I wasn't going to say nothing, but I appreciate the shout out.
Yeah, I was like, he's maybe angry.
No, I'm not angry, not at all. Like, I mean, not at all. I mean, history is for everyone, you know? I mean, if I had made some big historical discovery and you did that, then maybe, but yeah, history's for all. But I didn't make no great historical. Cathedrals are specifically Catholic, so to say, oh, just because your cathedral doesn't prove anything, actually it proves a lot, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that.
Well, me too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hidokiri.
Oh, you're playing your end? Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to get on and play a little bit, especially for tomorrow, because this week's going to be really rough. But yeah, man, it's just. You were saying earlier that you didn't like the game writers for what they do to the game, and I agree with you that there's so much wrong that they do to this game. So much. Oh, I got to get out of there.
Fuck.
Staying away from that. Staying away from that nonsense. Oh no. My chat's seeing what's going on right now. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you, Lawbringer. Dang it. No, I'm dead.
It's weird. Even they kind of want to censor it. I bet. And by the way, I have some fucking friends at Ubisoft that are the developers. I bet when I fucking prove that the Lawbringers are literally Christians, they like a Christian order, and with the emblem on it, I swear they would censor that shit also, in my opinion.
Oh, they probably would. And it goes back to my theory. I think they started making the Knights Christian, but then realized what kind of backlash they could get for that, and quickly tried to censor what they could. And I'm sure they missed a few things.
The game writer said that, wait. The old game writer said that fucking Holden Cross and friends died.
Seriously?
Yeah, she even tweeted that.
Ugh. It's like they just don't keep up with what they're doing.
It's weird. You know what's funny? So you know how long the fucking Truth of Wyvernale lasted?
No, I don't remember if they said.
So that's fucking weird. They send emails to random people saying that the Truth of Wyvernale lasted 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah, I was like, why are you sending this to me? What the fuck?
I mean, first of all, how did it last 15 years? That's quite a long time. You might not think that's such a long time in the grand scheme of things. That's a long time for technology to be shared, armor and weapons to be shared, secrets to be shared. There's a lot there. There's a lot there to be shared in 15 years. I'm surprised they're not all starting to look alike. But then again, I guess with this new weapon set that we've been getting, maybe they are. I don't know.
Look, that new weapon sets look really good.
Yeah, I love it. It's just like
Did you saw Zanhu's sword? It's basically a Zweihander, like literally.
Dude, I put it on my Zanhu. I had to give it to my Zanhu. Actually, if you look at the Sylvan set, not the new ones, but the Sylvan set for Warlord, it looks like a Dao sword that the Tian D uses.
Yeah, man, Tian D.
I'm playing Black Prior right now because Black Prior is probably the closest thing I have to a main. I play everyone, but I love me some Black Prior. Oh god, come on. Come on. I'm gonna need to change the title of this video to A Sudden Appearance from Toasty.
Oh shit, bro. Sorry, I am disappointed with my team.
Nah, it's okay.
We are already. It's okay. So yeah, we randomly got email about the truth of Ironvale being fucking 50 years.
Why were you emailed about that though?
I never saw in my life. I was honestly shocked when I saw this. But I wasn't emailed. My whole Discord got notifications about this shit.
Really?
Like, wait, is this real? Is it? And it is. So this crucial information was emailed to some fortunate players that don't even are invested in the game, probably. So just, I don't know. I wanted to ask, what the fuck? Honestly, I asked a friend that fucking Yubi. And they were like, well, I don't know. So what? Who sent it this? Honestly, what the fuck? He was like, I don't know. I don't know.
See, the thing is, I don't know why that would just be email. Like, were they hoping you'd make a video about it? Were they thinking it'd be a cool leak?
No, they hate me, by the way. They all hate me, apparently.
Oh, because you were talking about the new hero and stuff.
Right, I guess.
I know the game writer hates you.
Yeah.
But then again, the feeling's mutual. So like it's like yeah, feel free to hate me. I hate you too, man.
Yeah. No, man, I don't know. I mean, I don't fucking care.
Here's the thing.
I know that I'm saying a lot of dumb shit, like the F word a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
come on, freedom of speech. What the fuck?
For me, I just love to sit down and talk to her about, okay, genuinely, I'm not going to insult you. I'm not going to make you look like an idiot. I just want to know, what were some of your thoughts here? Like, why did you choose this? Why did you do that? Did you keep this in mind?
Do that same shit to fucking game, bro.
Like,
block me.
Like, I don't want to start a fight. I just want to say, like, genuinely, no holds barred. Just tell me what was the deal with this? Why did you choose to do this? And I'd love to hear the answer if there is a good answer, because I don't think there is. I don't think there's a good answer for it.
You know what I fucking hate about the warmongers? First of all, the principle of, I don't know, the philosophy of war. That only the strongest may, I guess the new philosophy of Fortress, that only the strongest shall flourish, shall fucking live, shall get fucking breakfast, I don't know. That's the thing. That's the thing. You know, the thing is, if you kill everyone, and I guess even see your comrades as fucking weak people because they lost the duel, I guess they were, I don't know, Nushi, I don't know. One day you will even kill them, so I don't know, I don't get what's the fucking deal with them.
Well, here's the thing.
Shit that I ever... No, wait. You honestly think that total chaos in a world that is already fucked by unnatural things like giant sea serpents, gods that are literally canon, and magic stones that grow from blood. You're saying that fucking killing everyone is the best solution to having a at least normal world.
Well, you know what I would have thought? There's a way that her philosophy could have worked. And I'll tell you how. Think about when the Wu Lin invaded. Wouldn't that have been an interesting moment for all the original factions? Like, okay, we had this war between the three of us. Now this fourth faction is invading. How do they invade? Well, from the warmonger's perspective, because we were too weak to stop them. Like, oh, we had become too accustomed to peace. We were too weak to stop them. That's how they were able to invade us. That's how they were able to get in. And so they'd say we need to go back to our roots. We need to become warriors again. We need to start killing and learning to be warriors and fighters so that we never get invaded by a foreign power like them again, so that this kind of thing never happens. That would have worked. Astria apparently got visited by a vision of Horkos, apparently, who said to carry on Apollyon's work. And I'm like, but why? No one likes Apollyon. In this world, it's clear no one agreed with Apollyon's ideals.
It's funny that she has literally everyone under her faction. So this is also, foreign powers that are changing our ways. No, literally everyone is on the board with her. What is fucking funny because I guess I don't want to be a racist, but Chinese back then, fucking Lubu, for example, backstab a lot of people back then.
Yeah.
So I don't think that. What is also really fucking funny, in my opinion. So we have the year 2000 in For Honor. Maybe 2017, maybe 2030, I don't know. It's weird with the timeline apparently. But we have Guan Yu in the game. Literally, Guan Yu. Same weapon, same look. What the fuck? That means this is literally... Yeah, okay, we even got a confirmation that this is a different timeline, like different universe. Parallel universe if you want. So I think that's fucking cool, because you can have certain warriors that are not extinct, like Spartans. Like this could and the Aztecs, I don't know what. This could open so much. Meanwhile, another night. What? You're fucking kidding me. I mean, I want a big African muscle beef guy that can literally choke you to death with one move.
Right.
He jumps on you and chokes you to death. I don't know, like a wild guy. No, night. Literally another night this year. 2 nights. Yes, please. What? Fucking kidding me, man. I hate this. I mean, fantasy meets For Honor. This game is fantasy.
Yeah, definitely.
So a lot of... I fucking hate the fact that still Reddit rages on, oh, this game is accurate because this helm on Warden is actually a Crusader helm. That's why this game is accurate. You're fucking kidding me, man?
Well, my problem with my problem with that is I'm like, okay, if you're saying it's accurate, let's play that game. You say it's accurate. Why aren't the Knights Christian? Well, because it's built on fantasy. Okay, then why are you pointing out that this helmet is accurate? Because it's like they don't want to pick. It's like on the one hand we want it to be accurate, on the other hand we don't want it to be too accurate because then it flies in the face of some of the changes we've made. So.
You know what, did I tell you the story about that one guy that visited my Discord server only to debate with me?
No, I don't think you did.
Did I tell you? Yeah, okay. So, he doesn't like the fact that I talk shit about the game, and what do you mean? I asked him, I don't like the fact that you talk about, like, the fancy elements in this game. This game is accurate, he says. What do you mean? I want to hear his story, like his side of the view. And he says, you know, there's the Helm of One, the default helm. Yes.
Right.
This is actually a 16th century helm. And I was like,
okay.
Go on. And yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, no. And the shoulder pads on fucking Lawbringer and the helm, they are also accurate. And story-wise, oh no, that's it. You fucking kidding me, eh? I said, why? You know, I asked him which tier we have in For Honor. I said, no one knows that. Or maybe it's 17th century. No, dipshit. 2016. No, that's not accurate. Literally, it is. Yeah, do you have any clues? Like any fucking what's the? I'm sorry. What's the fucking name? Any evidence? Yeah, I linked in the stream. And by the way, the main information. Always, if you wonder why does Toasty all that shit know that shit? I just watch 6-hour streams of literally like 100 of live streams that they did, only to get one piece of information that is probably retconned. This is how I get my information, and I linked him a stream that was from 2017 where they talked about the lore, and I said the fucking number, like the fucking minute, where they said that, and he was like, "Well, this is dumb." Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have it true. Well, it is true. What do you mean? What do you want from me now? Well, it's not okay. Like, yeah, it is not okay, but it's a fact. You can't change a fact in a game. They can maybe retcon it if you cry enough.
Yeah.
You can't change it. It is a fact. This is fucking fantasy. Not only are still knights, samurai, and Vikings on one map plus Berlin. Not only that, but the Cataclysm fucking destroyed everything. What is not accurate in the year 2000. So this is a fucking fan fiction if you want. I don't know. And he was like, yeah, but that's not true. Like, what?
How can you even say that?
I was fucking. I gave him all the evidence. I was like, Toasty, please stop this. But we both know this game is accurate. Oh, because of a fucking hell? You honestly say this game is accurate because of a fucking hell that everyone cries about fucking armor. They want more armor, more everything. You're telling me because of that, this is your evidence? I mean, there's so much other evidence that proves this game is a dipshit of a fucking fantasy. And he says, well, I think we talked enough, and I fucking I hung up. That was a fucking moron. I even asked him how old he is. He says he's a history teacher.
Right. A history teacher who says that everything in this game is accurate. I'm sorry, that's funny. That's funny.
You don't know what a fucking hell I went through to fucking learn the story of this game. Even the... I have honestly PTSD every time I hear something inaccurate or when they said. Oh god. And well, by the way, okay, sorry if I talk too much, but the Makers Guild, they are the Sylvans, because not only are they the best smiths that ever existed somehow, but the makers, because the Lawbringers are literally the best.
Yeah, you would think so.
We don't know, but they literally made the best armor, so we can assume. But the Makers Guild are also, quote-unquote, the best, so if we put one and one together, yeah, it's the same, basically. So we have this big faction. We can't even call them a faction, because they are this... They are warmongers, because they give everyone weapons to kill each other. Did you ever think about that?
Yes, I did, actually.
It's fucking funny. The Sylvans are about peace. Literally, inner peace, fucking nature, and while fucking then, they give everyone weapons to kill each other. They are hypocrites.
Supposedly make the best weapons and arms out of everybody, right? And so, right, so let's pretend that they do that. Okay, then that means that they make the armor and weapons for all the factions. Okay, two questions. The first one being, why would they make weapons and armor for all the factions but make them uniquely different? Why make only wooden armor for the samurai, leather armor for the Vikings, and metal armor for the knights? Why not make metal armor for everybody or leather armor for everybody? Why specifically one? Does that mean they have a side that they favor? And two, here's the best one. You're right, they are basically warmongers because they are profiteering off the war. Wouldn't they want to keep the war going? Wouldn't they be helping the warmongers?
You know what's fucking funny? I like the fact that they are introducing more lore in the loading screen. I like that.
Yeah.
But there's one quote. The Makers Guild didn't agree that Ilma, the blacksmith from the event, is helping the resistance to free each other. They don't agree. They are corrupt as fucking oh yeah, we are for inner peace or nature. They even helped after the cataclysm everyone, because it was such a fucked up state after the cataclysm. They literally helped everyone. This is a fact. No, we don't want that. Please, we are making good money with the Warmonger, so fuck off, Ilma. Bye.
That would actually be a good twist, though, if the Makers Guild actually turned out to be working with the Warmongers because they want the war to keep going. That'd be a good twist, but I don't think they're clever enough to do that.
Oh, wait, you're introducing this really new faction about peace and inner peace and nature. Oh yeah, you know what? Fuck that. No. This fucking hell.
Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, immediately.
Okay, no. Make them all female. Perfect.
That'll work. That'll work. One person actually told me, maybe you can correct me on this because I don't know. You know the lore better than I do. But I made in my video about the Warmonger that they were all female, and someone pointed out, no, there are males. But then I asked, okay, but if there are males, why don't we get to choose to play as a male? Why are the only playable characters locked as female? And they never answered me. Is there a reason for that? Is there a reason they're all female?
The war is female.
Oh my god, that was like the best answer.
Oh, yeah, like this is even accurate. Holy shit! I can't even fucking. Okay, I can explain to you.
That was the best answer you could have given, though.
She said in the live stream, like she forgot about males in that fucking instance. The warmongers are all like recruiting female. She said only female. No, not only. She just said female. And then literally the chat asked, "What about male?" And she's like, she's fucking ignoring that. She even said, she even read some fucking comments, and she said, "Yeah, if you are a knight, samurai, I don't know, fucking Viking, and you are not agreeing with peace, you can become a warmonger, and they will give you a quick training."
No.
And you are making you, the inexperienced fucking retard knight that don't know how to make armor, but somehow know to fucking make war machines that can be made in fucking 3 days.
That's not the only problem. You're training them in a weapon that most of them have never seen.
The inexperienced fucking knight that is retarded can make plate armor somehow in 1 day, probably even.
Well, leaving that aside...
Oh yeah, the thing, by the way, before I forget that's also crucial, you need to kill someone. Or you need to have your own armor. This means you can only kill Lawbringers to become a warmonger, I guess, to have the armor. This is the dumbest shit that I ever hear.
Here's the thing that gets me about what you just said, and I'm not blaming you for it. If that's really what they said, then that's infuriating, because what they just said was, okay, so first of all, you can be a warmonger if you came from any faction, and then you go through quick training to become one. And I'm like, no, hold on. You don't just get to do that. Like, you said that the Wyverndale truce lasted 15 years. That's what the canon thing is. It's 15 years long. Okay. Let's say the only way that works is if the warmongers started forming immediately after the Truce of Wyverndale started. Immediately, which we know they did. And the Wyverndale Truce probably lasted a good while before the Warmongers got their thing started. And by the time they did, that maybe gives... Let's be generous and give them 5 years. That means let's give them 5 years out of that 15 years and say that's the amount of time that the Warmongers had to start recruiting people, getting them their armor, training them in how to use a sword that most of them have probably never seen before, getting them trained in how to wear armor they've never probably seen before, while also only looking for female warrior recruits. And then I'm like, okay, That is so batshit stupid. That is so unbelievable. Look, I find it hard to believe even if you recruited males into that category, but then only recruiting females. Did you only go and find Nobushi and Valkyrie and Peacekeepers and Nutsya and say, hey, only you can join up in our exclusive little club? What if you were a guy and had issues? You're the armor maker if you're a guy. Like, what? And I get one person in the chat just said it was probably because of Apollyon. They're trying to make them all look like Apollyon. Okay, but that still doesn't add up. If your faction, if your group, the Order of Horkos, the Warmongers, are all people who have issues with the Wyverndale Truce and want to see it put to an end, wouldn't that include people outside of females? Wouldn't that include males? Wouldn't that? I'm okay with it including all the factions, but the explanation that you just gave was that she said she forgot about males for a second, and I'm like, how do you forget about men? We don't.
Strong. If you go on biology, I mean, why? I mean, why are you only taking female? I mean, okay, fucking Black Prior female. This is canon, by the way. If we see this in game, it is canon. She can flip Goki. So this implies that they are fucking that some rules are not applied to everyone, I guess.
Okay, someone just said in my chat that we shouldn't have there shouldn't be a problem with having an all-female Knight Order because we have the Peacekeepers. Okay, but here's my response to that right there. That's an interesting point, but let me tell you my response to that. The issue I have with the Warmongers all being female is this. The Peacekeepers are an order of knights formed for the purpose of espionage, assassination, and spying. They can make their rules, because apparently their order was formed secretly somewhere long ago. Warmongers were quickly thrown together by a group of women, apparently, who all took issue with the Truce of Wyverndale from all factions. And my issue with that is this. If you're throwing together this order very quickly, why aren't you recruiting as many people as you can, including men? If the Peacekeepers and the Nusha and the Nobushi, they could have their history and lore way, way further back with a long code of ethics saying only women can join this, and we've had it this way for millennia or centuries, whatever. Here, they want to quickly start a revolution. They want to quickly start a war against all the factions, and they're being picky about their recruits. Why would they be picky about their recruits when you're trying to start a war against all the factions? I would not be picky. I would say, oh, you have an issue with them? Join up. Here, sign right here. Sign right here. You're in. Okay, here's your sword. Here's your armor. Go get started. You want to join them? Okay. I wouldn't say, hold on. Are you male? Get out of here. You're not wanted. You're female? Okay, you might be okay. Come on in. I wouldn't be picky.
Yeah, I get it. So dumb. Oh man, I mean, they even retconned the fucking I don't speak Japanese. They could have so cool things, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I like fucking insulting people just in their language. In theory, this doesn't make sense, in my opinion. They could just talk all in English.
I never liked that. I never liked that.
How do they know that you fucking insulted them? I mean, English, okay?
If they said that the reason why they speak English, and I don't like this reason, I'm just telling you this is what they said. They said that the reason they all speak English is because they want their message to be understood by all the factions. Like, there's no miscommunication. And I'm going, but then why do they only speak their own language when fighting anybody? Why do the Vikings only speak Nordic or Scandinavian when fighting anyone? Why do the Knights only speak Latin? Why do the Samurai only speak Japanese? Why don't they speak English when fighting? That's stupid.
So I appreciate the fucking fact that English is a established language in my opinion. Okay, make it like Warhammer. Everyone talks German, badass in my opinion, because I am German. But okay, before I say something else, did you know that Fuhua, the main female Zanhu, has a secret relationship with the Nushia, that is the main Nushia, that is called Lin Yao. So basically, two lesbians. I mean, what the fuck? I just read that on the subreddit.
why do they want to force that?
Oh my god. Oh, okay, it's from the sub. Okay, no, it's from the wiki. By the way, I even did that. You can edit the fan page, and you know what I once did? The you won't trust me on that, bro. I made a legion that is called the fuckdown of made up shit of legions. Clan. This is literally, I did that.
The irony is, I actually believe you would.
They changed that. I literally I did that, and they immediately changed it after 2 days. What I'm seeing, this is probably just a SJW that wants some fucking. But okay, what is the fucking deal with Reddit and Nushia? Warrior princess Nushia, fire goddess Nushia. Oh my god, bro, fuck off, cosplay Nushia. I honestly want to fucking punch that person. What is the deal?
Here's the thing about Nushia.
16th century knight, I would suck that dick. You know, you don't know how the armor looks on the 16th century knight. It is fucking nice. I mean, it's not 17th century. I mean, it isn't, but holy shit, 16th century was the age of progressive armorism.
Here's my thing. Here's what I get down to about that. Okay, let's put it this way. Whether you like that, here's the thing. I don't care if you like it or not. But Nobushi and Warden has been a shipped thing in For Honor since.
Okay.
Well, no, hold on. I'm getting to a point. Hold on. Hey, bear with me. It's been shipped for a long time. It has been shipped for a long time. But the devs and the community, the developers, have never made it official. They've never officially announced it anywhere. Now they're trying to shove Nusha and Sanhu together. I'm like, okay, why are you... I'm not against it. Go for it. Put them together. I don't care. But why are you ignoring the obvious one? Why are you ignoring the one that the community has apparently wanted for a while?
Because male is bad. I mean, fucking the man went to the war to protect the fucking women. And back then it was appreciated.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I was literally saying this the other day to my brother. We were having a brief discussion, and this is something that I want to point out. And I hope that my chat is listening. I hope that all of y'all right now are listening to this, because this is something I want to say before I go tonight. When it comes to the whole progressive women can fight, I think it's ironic because on my stream right now I got Valkyrie up on the screen. Here's the thing. Women could fight in wars in some cultures. It wasn't like you're not allowed. Like, it's not like in Mulan where they said that it was a dishonor. It's not that women couldn't. It's that it wasn't seen as normal. And here's why. I'll tell you why. Because a man's place, like you just said, Toasty, was on the battlefield protecting the household and protecting the women. The women's place was to stay at home and care for the children, take care of the homestead, and make sure that everything was running smoothly at home. Now, the shield maidens in Viking culture, this is something I noticed in Valhalla when I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We saw a lot of women Vikings going out on raids. You probably wouldn't see many women Vikings going out on raids. You'd see women Vikings staying at home and protecting from raids, not going out and doing them. Why? Because a woman's place was to stay home. Now, hold on. Here's where I'm going with this. Let's say that a general, an ancient Chinese general or Japanese general, whatever, said, you know what, I need a new army. Let's recruit some women. Let's recruit some females. You're not doing anything, lady. Come on over. You know what they'd call him? They'd call him sexist. Why? But women can do anything a man can do. You know what they'd say? No, they can't. They cannot do anything a man can do, and it's not sexist to say that.
biology says something else.
It's honorable. It's respectful. You're respecting a woman by saying, hey, your place is not here because you could get hurt. Let us get hurt for you. Our place is to protect you. Your place is to raise the next generation because only you can do that. It's not sexist. We're not saying, oh, your only place is in the household. Go make me a sandwich. That's not what we're saying. And I know someone's going to take me out of context by saying that. But that's not what we're saying. That's not what they were saying.
I'm hungry for a sandwich.
But the point is, we're not disrespecting women by saying we want you in the home. We're saying it's safe there. We want to keep you safe. And if a woman says to me, well, maybe I don't want you to keep me safe, fine. Tell you what, I'll stay at home where it's safe and protect the kids. You take the spear and go fight that big man the size of a bear and show him just how like him you are. That's my next response to you.
Racist. Sexist, bro. Like my sister said the same thing about like she wanted to fucking punch a. That was back then. I know that sounds dumb. So there was this a guy wanted to punch my sister, and she wanted to like she kind of started it, but the guy didn't punch him, and I was like, holy shit, that guy. I wanted to go to the school and fucking kill him, but he had the decency to not punch a girl.
Yeah.
He just talked shit about her.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that, and I explained to her, like, you can't just randomly punch a guy after just shit talking. I mean, did he start? Like, no. Well, okay, what did he do? It's shit talk, okay. Is it? Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. So I have the right to punch him. I was like, no.
No, you don't.
Yeah, some decency, like fucking do what a girl is doing and not just do dumb shit like a boy.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'm sounding dumb, but the point is there are some like made up and like girls and boys how they should act and stuff like that. And I'm not saying like it's forced or stuff like that. I'm saying like this is what humanity, like what society.
Yeah, and you're not wrong. Here's the thing. I think that we've got a warped opinion of it all now. Now, someone in my chat just asked, "What if a female wants to join the war? If they want to join the war, well, that's fine if they want to. But here's the problem that we have here. Apparently, people are arguing today, women can do anything men can do, and they're looking to the past and saying, in the past, women couldn't go fight, therefore it was sexist back then. And I'm saying, no, that's not the thing. Women didn't want to go fight. They expected the men to go and protect the home. That's what the job, that's what the role was. And it's not sexist. That's not the point at all. Now, in today's society, we've got this movement where people say that women can do anything a man can do, and men should embrace their more feminine side. Here's my response to that. It goes against what history has said, and history has shown that this is the way things are. Now, if women want to fight, I'm not saying a girl can't fight. I've seen plenty of women fight. When I trained at the gym and I was learning Muay Thai, there were a couple of girls there, and they were really tough. They could actually put up a really good fight. So I'm not saying women can't fight. What I'm saying is, historically, in wartime, the roles were clear. To preserve the country, you had to have women who could not only give birth, but raise the next generation to be something new, to create a new generation so that the country survives. The man's job was to go out and do its best to repel the enemy so that the country had a better chance of survival. That was the role. And going against that, I just feel like that there's something wrong there. I feel like that's going against what history has proven to be the way we've done things. And I know that some people say, well, that's sexist. Okay, well, whatever. But I'm just pointing out historical fact. Call that sexist if you want.
I once had a feminist, literally a feminist girl in my school, and I was this huge piece of shit that didn't care about anything. And she started a fight with me. She literally punched me in the face, and back then I was fucking beefy, holy shit. I was like, my dad forced me some training, shit like that, but I like didn't care, and I said like, stop it, that's fucking dumb, just stop it. And she insisted to fight with me, and I was then, no, fuck off. And then she kicked me in the balls. I was so angry. I punched her like this is a fucking like anime punch, like literally just 0.0005 second reaction punch.
Yeah.
I punched her, she fell, then the mother came, hours later, the dad came, and they called the police on me.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? You kicked me in the balls. She wanted equal rights. What the fuck?
Don't start something. Okay, and I'm going to say this for the record. If you want women to be treated as men, fine. Don't be surprised that when they hit me, I'm going to hit back. Okay? Like, this was true. This is a true story. When I was training in Muay Thai, my master, my mentor, he was pairing us up for sparring, and we had an odd number of boys that day, so I was one of the few guys that didn't get a male partner, and he couldn't train me at the time because he had a meeting to go to with a new trainee that may be coming in, and he paired me up with one of the girls. And I'll admit, at first it was a little uncertain. I was like, okay, I'm fighting a girl. I'm not sure I want to fight a girl. I was kind of like, I don't want to hurt her. And she made me pay for that by elbowing me so hard across the chin that my jaw ached for like a week. And so I realized in that moment, you know what? She's not going to hold back. I better not hold back either. And we had a really good round. You know, we had a really good fight. It taught me a lot. Now, I did end up winning the sparring match, but here's the thing. When you want to be treated as an equal, don't be surprised when I fight you as an equal. Okay, because that's the thing. That's what happened in your story, right? This girl says that she's going to punch you, she's going to hit you, she wants to fight you, and you're trying to say, no, I don't want to do that. So she kicks you in the balls. Okay, now it's all thrown out the window. You want me to treat you as an equal? Time for you to be treated as an equal. You punch her, and then she runs to mommy and daddy and says, he hit me. I'm like, no. At that point, I go, yeah. You want to know what she did?
Well, it's so funny. They literally, the charge went through. I needed to do some like fucking pick up trash from the park. I literally did like, why? She fucking started. I didn't do anything. And then they you do it or you will like get a charge. And I was so pissed about that because I mean for nothing. She even laughed at me. And when I just so dumb, Raven. I don't know what's wrong with the fucking world.
There's a lot wrong right now.
But okay.
We're not here to talk about that.
Let's stop talking about fucking women's equal rights.
Yeah, well, I actually probably need to go.
I just wanted to prove the fact that the women in For Honor, they're unmatched with the men. I would say because holy shit, fucking female Blackfire can flip someone, or Peacekeeper, when she gets a guard break, she can just literally do anything with the Shigoki, like toss them everywhere. So this proves there's some biology that is not applied on this world.
Right, but
I like that. I can appreciate it because why not? But I mean, Ubisoft is so sensitive about what they can do and what not. I mean, as I said, the Prince of Persia thing with the shields on the emblems, like the symbols on the shields, they removed that. The thing is, it says respect or something like that. Literally, the symbol said respect, and they censored it. What? You're not for respect? What?
I think that here's my thing about that, and then after this, I probably do need to go because I stay. Yeah. But let me just say this about that, and then I'll head off, guys. Okay, so you were saying earlier, you were just saying that Ubisoft is so scared to offend anybody, and here's the thing. I think that one thing that really needs to be fixed about not just Ubisoft but gaming, movie making, TV making, anything. What needs to be fixed is we need to stop being afraid that someone might be offended, and I'll tell you why. Because no matter what you say, someone will be offended. Someone is going to get offended. That's just the nature of life. Like you add shaman to For Honor, an all-female warrior based off of the picks, apparently. Based off of the picks. Okay, that now offends Celtic people. That now offends men who wanted to have themselves represented as Celtics. You have Nobushi using the Naginata. Well, now that offended all male students of the Naginata out there. You have Shugoki, an overweight dude with Kanabo. Well, now you've offended all people who are overweight because, hey, all bodies are perfect, even though people make jokes about how fat he is. Someone is going to get offended. And when you cherry pick, okay, let's make sure we don't offend this group or this group or this group, then eventually you piss off everyone. Because they can tell you don't care about making something entertaining, you care about making something safe. And why would you want to make something safe in a game that is supposed to be historical? Now, as you just said, it's a very fantasy-based game, but they're clearly drawing from history. If they're clearly drawing from history...
In the beginning, it was heavily implied that this is a parallel universe.
Exactly, and since you're heavily drawn... If you're heavily drawn from history, why would you want to be safe? Let the cards fall where they may, and let people... And if people get upset by it, this is so bad, guess what? There are going to be a large number of people who come to it and say, this is great. Want to know the reason I've stuck with this game so long? Even though it has a lot of flaws and a lot of problems? Because I love history. I love looking at these characters and playing them and seeing how much history can be found in them, in the way they fight, in the way the maps look. I love... Even when it's off, even when I say this isn't historically accurate, I still think it's fascinating what they've done to be historically accurate. But the things that they've avoided doing or added to avoid offending people, the fact that they're probably going to avoid an Arabic faction or an African faction or anything like that just to avoid stepping on toes, I'm like, you've missed golden opportunities to draw in audience members. I've seen people say in my comment section, hey, they've said, hey, I'm black and I care more about an African faction than I do about who could be offended by it. There is a large number of people who want to see these factions. There are a large number of people who want to see these changes, but out of fear of the very few who might get upset in Twitter or on Reddit, you're avoiding it. And I'm like, that is not good business. That is not good salesmanship. That is not good game design. But that's my thought on that. I need to get off because I need to get to bed soon. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this extra long live stream with a sudden and awesome appearance from ToastyRep. Thank you so much for joining me. Toasty, you got any last things to say to the crew before I sign off?
Me?
Yeah, you join on. Is there any last things you want to say? Any plugs?
Sorry. Did you saw the new weapons?
Yes.
Yeah, did you saw my video on it?
I did see it, but if you haven't seen Toasty Rep's new video on it, I will put a link for it down in the description after we hang off.
No need. I'm just saying I was literally the only one, the first one even, that reviewed the new weapons.
And I really liked the video. I really did like it. I was one of the ones who liked it.
Even the World of Warcraft music.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool. I thought that was really awesome. I actually really liked the video.
The first one for the Knights matched so good in my opinion.
Yes, it did. It did. But anyway, guys. Yeah,
that was all it.
But appreciate you, man. I got to get going, so I will talk to y'all later. Thank y'all so much. I will see you in the next video. Take care.
It was fun to see you again, bro.
Fun to see you again, too, man. We'll have to do this again sometime.
Yeah, man. Just call me. I'm always up.
Will do, man. Will do.
Would you do it now? End the stream?
Yep, just